And then the last video you saw, my kid and me racing. He got spanked. What's up, guys, YouTube world, people, whoever, wherever. Just want to do a little update. Probably saw, if you watch my videos, me and my son drag racing. Me doing a little burnout on this thingy. Anyways, I didn't do too many videos because I thought my tranny rebuild was junk. So I was kind of not wanting to touch this truck. So I went for a drive today, a long drive, warmed up the tranny, and sat and read forums for about, I don't know, 3 hours, 4 hours. And ended up reading one forum after like 500. And it said to jumper, I don't want to get dirty. It said to jumper, the sensor that's right there. So I stuck just a paper clip in there and jumpered it. Well, that didn't fix it. And I was messing with the throttle position sensor, you know, checking it, adjusting it. I couldn't get it to, everybody was saying on forums that you go from ground to the center wire of the throttle position sensor, and you should be reading 1 volt, and it should go all the way up to 2.35 volts at wide open throttle. I wasn't getting any of that. I was getting 0.01 volts, unless that's what they mean, unless they're talking about millivolts or something. But anyways, I was getting 0.01 volts, and then 12.12 volts at wide open throttle. So mess with that. I checked the kid's first gen. His was the same exact thing. His was actually set at 0.05 volts idle, and then it was at 0.11 volts wide open throttle. Anyways, so I read one forum, and it said, finally read the right forum, and in there somewhere, hold on, I'm a little bit lost. Right there, that sensor, that is a coolant sensor right there. Anyways, I did it's hard to zoom in, but anyways, it's that sensor right there. So I read to jump that one also. So again, I took a paper clip, bent it, stuck it in there, and went for a drive, and overdrive worked perfect. So what that is a coolant temp sensor for the transmission, or actually for the computer. Both of those are coolant temp sensors, the one that's down there and this one. So basically, I guess if one of those go bad, or if the computer could actually be bad. But basically, if one of those go bad, it's going to tell the transmission not to go into overdrive or lock up, because these trannies, or these first gens, don't have lockup. They're a non-lockup transmission. But anyways, yeah, so because if one of those are bad, it's not going to register that it reached temperature, which I think is 60 degrees. So it's kind of like open loop and closed loop for like fuel injection and stuff, or O2 sensors. So anyways, I guess they were an open loop, one of them or both of them. I haven't tried plugging that one back in. But anyways, so I messed with that and drove it, and yeah, goes into overdrive, hits overdrive about 45 miles an hour, you know, just cruising. So and then the last video you saw, my kid and me racing, he got spanked in his first gen. He's got, sorry for the wind, but he's got, I believe this is a 14 centimeter housing. So he's got a Banks wastegate, the big head wastegate, And then he's got the pusher intake tubes, the intercooler tubes, hot side, cold side, all the way up and down. And then we played with his, oh, so he's got a, ouch, it's hot. He's got a fuel pin, can't remember whose it is, Danny or something, fuel pin, 3200 RPM governor spring, and his, you know, we tuned the injection pump, we turned the fuel up to basically borderline runaway. But yeah, oh, and he has 50 horsepower injectors, and yeah, he pretty much got spanked with all that power. So anyways, we came back home, told him to ditch the 50 horsepower injectors, and then to do this, to open up the intake box, or to remove the box. This, I think this helped a lot over there on that truck, on the other first gen. Yeah, so we changed the injectors, got rid of the 50 horsepower injectors, stuck the stock injectors on, took all of, I don't know, maybe an hour, around 15 minutes. Went for a drive, truck drives 1,000 times better. Now I think his truck will spank my truck, the first gen, the other first gen. So, anyways, whatever. Pretty excited. I just got the overdrive working. That's all I really care about, and I'm excited about. So, anyways, yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Oh, I guess this truck isn't completely stock because I do have a 4-inch exhaust on it. 4-inch exhaust that I had to basically make work. And then I have this filter. This is a K&N filter, so the air box is deleted. But pretty impressed with it. So I think this is going to be my daily driver, maybe, instead of driving and putting a bunch of miles on the 4th gen. So anyways, guys, that's going to be for this video. Like, comment, subscribe, do what you guys do. Later.